is basically we are going to discuss is rotational kinematics. So what we have heard about kinematics, basically we have heard about displacement. So what is the displacement? If a duster is at position 1 or initial position, and it will we will shift its position from position 1 to position 2, then that difference in position, or 1 second and position 1, or we can say that initial and final position, is known as displacement or translation displacement, like whatever the distance it covered in from initial position to final position, or shortest distance. So similarly, in angular displacement, if the duster rotates like this on its axis rotation, if this rotation axis passes from this and it is rotating about its axis, so this is not a translation motion, this is a rotational motion, because duster is not shifting its position, it's only rotating on its axis. So if we draw in principal axis which is perpendicular to principal axis like this, if this is in position 1 and another position in which please try to understand, another position which I am trying to say is this one. So if we draw another axis which is perpendicular to this, so if we see the net change in position like this, so this is net change in orientation. Do you understand that? This is its position 1 and it will shift like this axis, and it will go like this in below or vertical axis. So net change in orientation is from first, this is blue marker is from initial and black marker is from my final. So net change in orientation or final from minus initial is known as angular displacement. So in translation, we are going to say like displacement which is written by S. Similarly, in rotational, we will see it by angular displacement. It is rotated by theta, or it is rotated by angle theta. So we can see that if this is a circular motion or rotational motion, so if it rotating xy plane, so this is an x-axis, this is an y-axis. So this is an axis, this is an y-axis. So we are observing the orientation. If the object is at point P and it it rotates to or changes orientation to point Q, or it reaches to point Q. So our initial point is I and final position is F. So if initial position is known by theta 1 and final position by theta 2, so our angular displacement it will be that theta is theta 2 minus theta 1. Or we can say that if point P as time instant t1 and after passing of some time t2, it will reach to position Q, then theta 2 is time at time or change its position at time t2, then its angular displacement is theta 2 minus theta 1. Similarly, from this one, in which if then we will subtract its position from final to initial. Similarly, we go in angular displacement with theta 2 minus theta 1. Similarly, second of our translation variable is velocity. So what's the linear velocity or translational velocity? Translational velocity is basically changing displacement with respect to time. So if this is if we are simultaneously taking two experiments or two cases in which object one is this blue marker, object two is second marker, and they are covering same displacement. If we are saying that they are covering same displacement, and but according to time, if this marker reaches at final position or display or cover the displacement in time t1, and second marker covers like this, so we are seeing that time taken by second marker is much less than first marker. So velocity from reaching initial point to final point of second marker is much greater than velocity of reaching blue marker. What I'm trying to say, that you are able to understand the velocity, and that's the main point. So similarly, in angular, we are saying that in angular velocity is how fast a body is rotating on its axis or changing its displacement. So whichever takes less time to cover the same displacement, so this will have more velocity. Like if okay, in one cases in first case or first example, it will take time t1, which is about like 2 seconds, understand, and in second case it will cover in 1 second, like it cover less time. What I am trying to say, that angular velocity in second instant omega 2 is much greater than omega 1, or how fast the object is changing from its initial position, or from how fast the rate at which it covering the displacement is known as angular velocity. So angular velocity, similarly, linear velocity is represented by v, angular velocity is represented by omega. Similarly, we said, if we see that velocity similarly we say that velocity rate of change is displacement ds by dt. Similarly, angular velocity rate of change in angular displacement. So we are able to correlate these both terms. Next variable come is acceleration. So I am assuming that we all know about linear acceleration. So what's the linear acceleration? The rate of change in velocity is known as linear acceleration. Whenever we go in a car or we take our bike or scooty, so whenever we speed up, like accelerate, we put like shifting, like change in speed in a scooty or scooter. Whenever there is change in fluctuating in speed like this, at every instant, like it is 10 meter per second, 12 meter per second. So at any instant of time there is a different speed. So this change in speed is known as basically acceleration. So what we are, when we put our leg on the gas or petrol, then this is an acceleration. Or whenever we clockwise rotate our wrist, then we are accelerating, and anti-clockwise we are deaccelerating. Basically we understand the practical example of acceleration. So acceleration is changing velocity or rate of change in velocity with respect to time. Similarly, angular acceleration is rate of change of angular velocity. Okay. So afterwards, doing this, we this therefore next topic are equation of motion. So equation of motion in translation motion. We know about equation of motion in translation motion. First of all, we are going to derive for constant speed or constant velocity. Therefore, this is linear equation. This is where we have to write angular equation, and there are missing variable which we are is going to miss from the equation. First case, when velocity is equal to constant or acceleration is equal to 0. Velocity is constant or acceleration is equal to 0. Similarly, equation of motion for rotational motion. Just like translation equation, in this angular velocity is constant and angular acceleration is 0. Therefore, now in this the equation is like we can travel distance or displacement cover is equal to constant velocity into time. Therefore, missing variable is from linear is acceleration. Similarly, missing variable from angular equation is alpha. Now, angular equation like this simultaneously, we can replace S by angular displacement and V by omega. So, angular equation for motion is theta is equal to omega t, or angular displacement is equal to angular velocity into time taken. Now, case second, is actually most of the problem we have done from case second or from constant acceleration. Therefore, we can say that velocity is variable or angular velocity is variable in rotational, linear speed or translational speed is variable. Therefore, linear speed is variable and acceleration is constant. Similarly, omega is equal to variable, and this means the omega is variable with respect to time, and angular acceleration is constant. Therefore, omega, for example, omega is like 4t or 4t plus 4, like this. In this, we have three equation of motions. In first case, v minus u is equal to at. Therefore, missing variable is displacement. So, similarly, missing variable will be theta. So, therefore, equation will be, in place of v, we put omega, and in place of u, we put omega naught. Omega will not represent only initial velocity at time t is equal to 0. Or any velocity at starting time, whenever from where we start the experiment or calculation or question. Therefore, omega minus omega naught is equal to alpha t. Second equation, distance is equal to ut plus half at square. Therefore, s is replaced by, s can be replaced by theta, u can be omega naught, a can be replaced by alpha. Therefore, theta is equal to omega naught t minus, plus alpha t square. Therefore, always put it's a displacement or angular displacement, so put del theta. In this, the missing variable is omega or v. In third equation, time variable is missing. Therefore, in place of v, we can put omega. In place of u, we can put omega naught. In place of a, we can put alpha. In place of s, we can put theta. Now, case third is actually an important case after it, in which acceleration is also a variable quantity with respect to time. We are not taking the case for acceleration variable with velocity or acceleration variable with displacement in rotational motion, because basically question came from this category only. Acceleration is variable or angular acceleration is variable in rotational motion. Therefore, we can put our general equations like omega is equal to d theta by dt or alpha is equal to d omega d by dt, and we all know that these equations are a special case of these general equations. So whenever the case came from this equation, we basically integrate from a time interval. In this, we are able to calculate any of the equation, and we can also obtain these equations because these are special cases from these equations. So this is the whole crux of this lecture. So now we are going to cover some example in order to understand, or basically how are we going to implement this equation in the practical way. Or if we assume there is a body which is rotated with some angular velocity, like example first, if a body which is rotating with angular velocity omega is equal to 40, so we have to find alpha and theta at t is equal to 2 sec. So how are we going to apply, how are we going to solve this question? This is an easy question. So in order to calculate alpha, just I am giving some theory for you. We understand that alpha is equal to d omega by dt. So if we can solve, we can put omega is equal to 40. So only we have to differentiate the omega, then we can easily calculate alpha. Solution: alpha came 4 at any time. T is equal to 2, or is a constant quantity. So for any time period, it will remain. For alpha is equal to 4 radian per second का square. Then we have to find theta. So how are we going to find theta? we can apply, actually alpha is constant, so we can apply any equation of motion and we can calculate theta. And first of all, okay, in this there is also given omega at t is equal to 0, omega naught is equal to 0. But it is not necessary at t is equal to 0, omega naught is always 0. Body is rotating with constant angular velocity. After implementation of or after coming of acceleration, its speed also go on increasing, or constant applying of constant acceleration, its speed, angular speed increases. So that's why I am telling. So we are going to divide this question into further two cases. Case first, if omega naught is equal to 0 at t is equal to 0, and second, omega naught is equal to 1 radian per sec at t is equal to 0 sec. So in this way we are going we are going to understand how are we going to approach, or how approach the questions. So first of all, alpha is constant. We know that alpha is constant. We know initial velocity. Okay, we know initial velocity. We have final velocity. So what we have to calculate? Only theta. So we can apply either of the equations. So if we apply for case first, second equation of motion, which is del theta omega naught t plus half alpha t square, this term equal to 0 because omega naught is equal to 0 in case first, omega naught, this is case 2. So case first, solution for case first, we have known the value of alpha and t is our 2 second, which we have to calculate. So del theta is equal to half 4 cross 4, 2 into 2, 4. Therefore del theta come out to be 8 radian. For case first, if for case second, theta naught is equal to 1. If it is moving with some constant angular velocity before applying or before considering in the question, then after application of certain constant acceleration, what is the increasing, or what is the final angular velocity of the body or particle, maybe whatever it may be. Omega naught t plus half alpha t square del theta. Omega naught is equal to 1. So 1 into 2 plus half. This is into 4 into 4, 2 into 4. This will come about, 2 4 is 8 plus 2. So we are able to understand that, and each and every information given in the question is very necessary. If we going to miss or predetermine the solution of the question, then we are just going to get a wrong answer. Maybe, it is not compulsory, but I am just trying to say. So we are going to understand if there is a changing velocity or initial velocity, or what will happen in the case of the question. Similarly, if we consider another question in which body is rotating with variable angular velocity of 4t square plus 1. In this case, we have to find angular displacement and number of revolution. Actually, number of revolution is mainly denoted by if actually in one circular rotation, one complete circular rotation, there is a complete change in angle of 2 pi. So if there is double rotation, then it's about 4 pi. In 3 rotation, there is around 6 pi. You are understanding the question? So so we can say that in 3 complete rotation, what is the displacement of the object? So what are we going to say? We are going to say 2 pi n is equal to theta. This n denote number of revolution, like 2 pi, 6 pi, that's all. So if in this case omega is given, initial conditions are also given. Therefore this is given case. Initial conditions, displacement is given. First of all, theta is equal to 0 at, first of all, initial condition is given, theta is equal to displacement is 0 at t is equal to 0. We also divide this question in 2 further questions. Theta is equal to 1 radian at t is equal to 0 second. From actually this is never necessary that theta is always 0 at t is equal to 0, but most of the cases, and whenever it is not given, or take theta is equal to 0 or initial conditions equal to 0, but when this is given, then maybe it is not always necessary the angle from which we start our experiment is 0, or it's always 0. So maybe it's from some degree, maybe the object is moving, like what I am trying to say. The object is moving, or object is not at its initial position from which we can start theta, or like which we have already understood, not doing it now. So what we have to calculate? We have to calculate angular displacement. Find angular displacement at time t is equal to 2 seconds, and we have to calculate number of revolution it takes at t is equal to 2 seconds. So we know that in this question we have to first of all our main objective is calculate theta. If theta is obtained, then we easily obtain number of revolution by 2 pi n. So our first object is calculating theta. So how are we going to calculate theta? Omega is equal to 4t square plus 1. First thing, just before going into question or jumping into the question by saying, always see that in example angular acceleration is constant or not. So what are we going to do? Our first step is we are going to differentiate this equation, and we are calculating angular acceleration. So what is the angular acceleration? Angular acceleration is come about 8t. So therefore angular acceleration is variable with respect to time t. This means that in starting at t is equal to 0, angular acceleration is 0. Then after some time t is equal to 1 second, angular acceleration became 8 radian per second square. After it, at t is equal to 2, it became 16. Therefore acceleration is increasing with respect to time. So we cannot, the crux of this, we cannot apply the equation which represents for constant angular acceleration. So what we are going to, whenever we cannot apply this equation, this means that we have to only integrate the equation. So now they are, we do not have anything to do. So just what I will be doing, we do omega is equal to d theta by dt. Therefore case first, now okay, we can solve till now for both of the cases. Then we are going to differentiate for case 1 and case 2. So now we are going to differentiate, we are going to integrate the equation. We are going to put first of all omega into this equation, and then we are going to integrate. At theta t is equal to 0, theta at any time t is equal to 0 to t anytime t. So this is how we are going to do. Omega in place of omega we are going to put 4t square plus 1. For simplification, I have put theta naught, just this thing. At t is equal to 0, we are like not going to function theta t is equal to 0. I am just putting theta naught. Therefore, from this equation, we are going to just getting the okay. We are just going to integrate and getting the equation theta naught theta. Now, therefore, equation which will come afterward, I am going to write it here because there nothing is space left. Now we can divide for case first and case second. For case first, theta naught is equal to 0 at t is equal to 0. So just we are going to put value of theta naught is here. So therefore theta comes to be at t is equal to 2 second. At t is equal to 2 second. 2 to the power 3 8. So what are we going to get? 8 3 oh sorry 8 4 32, 32 by 3 plus 2, then 6, which comes out to be nearly 38 by 3. So I am correct. Just take that LCM 3 to the 6 and then add in 32. 32 plus 6 is equal to 38. 38 by 3. So after getting theta, we are going to calculate the value of n. So n is just theta upon 2 pi. So we have already calculated theta. The n comes about 1 upon 2 pi into 38 by 3. Just going to rub this solution because we do not need this now. Similarly for case second, we have theta naught is equal to 1. So just going to put in this equation. Therefore theta minus 1 is equal to 4 by 3. This will from here there is nothing change. Nothing going to change because t is 2 seconds, but only changes theta naught, so it's come around 32 by 38 by 3. Now the change came here. Therefore 38 plus 3 is equal to 41 by 3. Now n is equal to theta upon 2 pi. Therefore number of revolution became 41 by 3 into 1 by 2 pi. So we are going to see that answer will be different for just if we are going to change some of the detail of the question. So thank you for paying attention.